mind me. I'm just doing a live mic check. Don't mind me. I'm just doing a. There we go. Okay. All right. It's all good now. All right. Live check. We're good. Everything's good. I'm good. I hope you are good. And welcome to another exciting episode of Channel X, the only live essential program on Thursdays that starts the weekend early. I am your host, Tom Dog 247, and as always, I'm Tom Dog all day and Tom Dog all night. Ooh, baby, all right. So, I have to make a quick apology out of the way. I have to get that out of the way because the last video I did, it was supposed to be my 4th of July episode. Apparently what had happened, I ran into some connection problems with my microphone. So I did a dry run. I didn't go live or anything. I tested the mic and everything. Everything should be fine now. Everything is good, I hope, and everything. So just did a live mic check for you guys, a little behind the scenes of what I do each and every day. But apparently the last time I didn't do on the last episode, I made a rookie mistake and not do a mic check. So that was my fault. However, come to find out, I have this adapter that I use, that I connect to the PlayStation, and apparently there was a short in one of the I guess there was a short in one of the outlets. I don't know what the hell happened, but all I do know is that I disconnected it, and I'm gonna calibrate it. I'll try to do something to it as I move forward. So we'll see what happens from there. So a little quick story on my arm. It's a little sore, but it's doing better. I use that blue emu shit that's on my arm. So put that on there. It actually works a lot better than what I have been doing. So and the medication. So yeah, a lot of stuff going on. A lot of stuff going on right now. So yeah. So before we get things started, let's do the shout outs and everything that I always do each and every week. And you've grown to tolerate or whatever. I don't know. I'm like shot and everything, so bear with me, folks. Bear with me. Big shout out to my good friend Josh over at Absolute Talk with Josh Albert. You can check out his podcast over at podbean.com, or you can download it wherever podcasts are heard. Check it out. You'll love it just as much as I do. He really is amazing. I love his podcast, and you'll love it too. Big shout out to everybody over at the Dorkening Podcast Network, as well as Super Retro Throwback Reviews. Be able to listen to them on the on the Dorkening Podcast Network, wherever you listen to podcasts and everything. So definitely worth checking out. It's a really good. They're really good. They all do an amazing job. I listen to them every week, and guys do a phenomenal job. So shout out to all you guys working hard and everything, and entertaining us too at the same time. So keep up the good work. Big shout out over to Vicky Van Goth over at Creep Me Out Creations. She does she's a gothic artist. She does amazing work. She also makes some dolls, some creepy dolls and everything. You'll love it just as much as I do. You can check out her work on Instagram at Vicky Van Gogh. And you can also buy her work as well on eBay and Etsy. Definitely worth every penny. I love them. You'll love them too. And this episode is brought to you by M&J Video Games and Collectibles. You could trade in your old video games and consoles, from retro video games, accessories, and systems, as well as DVD box sets and Blu-rays, as well as sports cards and novelty items, as well as wrestling collectibles and autographed items spanning from sports, wrestling, and actors. If you happen to be in the Connecticut area and you want to check the store out, do so. This place is really awesome. You can go on their website at mjvideogamesandcollectibles.com. Know where to give you directions on where to go. Also, some events that they have going on as well too. And this episode is also brought to you by the She Bean Brewing Company here in Connecticut, home of the down, right, up, left, Y, and B. Wonderful beer, home brew beer, local brew. I love it. You'll love it too. Check out their website at shebeanbrewing.com. And you can follow them on the social media networks, Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. And of course, big shout outs to Melly Playful on YouTube. Big shout out to her. She does wonderful stuff as well on her channel, on her YouTube channel. Go ahead and check her out. You will not be disappointed. She has a lot of fun, and you'll have a lot of fun watching her having a lot of fun. So, big shout out to her. And also big shout outs to Marissa and David. How you guys doing? Quick apology to Marissa. The episode that was supposed to air a couple weeks ago was also her birthday shout out. So I have to do this because a promise is a promise. And even though I didn't get a chance to do that a couple weeks ago, I'm going to do it in this episode here. Birthday shout out. Happy belated birthday to my good friend Marissa in traditional Channel X fashion. Happy birthday from all of us to you. Whether you're a Christian, a Muslim, or a Jew, we want to say this deeply, and all of it is true. We hope that on your birthday that you'll get drunk too. I fucked it up. We hope that on your birthday that you will get drunk too. That's what I was supposed to say. So, I went a little bit too fast there. I botched it up just a smidgen. And of course, anybody who who's a part of the Burl Pearl family who has a birthday today, happy birthday to you too as well. In true Channel X fashion. I'm not doing it again. One per birthday. So, yeah. Hope that came on the air. Anywho. But yeah, again, quick apology. We were supposed to do the 4th of July episode a couple weeks ago. Ran into some technical problems. They're all well and done there. Leave a comment in the live chat. Let me know that, if you can hear me. And, that sort of thing. Even though I did a live mic check. So, I should be good. What do you think? Okay. Thank you, JP. Thank you. I'm good. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Apparently there was one. Oh. Doing good. Thank you. Barb, how are ya? How's it going there? So, good friend Barb. There you go. And so yeah. A lot of stuff going on. In recent weeks lately. I took some time off last week because I really wasn't feeling well. I was so friggin' tired, and I was just like, I was like literally out of it. I really was. And but but yeah, I'm good now. I'm good now. I'm sorry. I do not mean to be distracted. I really don't. But I'm just trying to get the notes together of what I'm going to be talking about on tonight's episode. So yeah, it's one of those things I do. It's one of those things I do. So little time, so much time, and everything. So, so okay, I guess I can disconnect that now. There we go. I had to charge my phone. That was one of the other things I had to do. Okay. Profile. Let's see. So, okay, so we might as well get into. All right, did anybody see that documentary a while back? Not a while back, but oh yeah, here's something I do want to talk about. Little bonus confirmation, a little bonus topic for today. Apparently, one of my favorite Scooby-Doo characters, who I have the hottest crush for, and yes, don't judge me because she's a cartoon character. I know that, but the cosplays tell a different story. You know what I mean? I mean, yeah, the Velma cosplays tell a different story about what's going on and everything like that, and I just happen to love the Velma cosplays. But apparently, and apparently, I have more reason to be excited. Easy there, Banana Man. um, um, apparently, um, in a recent Instagram post, this information actually is coming from BuzzFeed. Uh, this was posted the other, back in, on the 13th of this month. In a Instagram post, in a recent Instagram post, Scooby-Doo Mystery Incorporated supervising producer Tony Cervone hopped onto the comments to clarify that Velma is indeed a lesbian. He goes to say that he said this before, but Velma in Mystery Incorporated is not bi, she's gay. We've always planned it on Velma acting a little off and out of character while she was dating Shaggy. Something I did not know about in the on the show, because that relationship was wrong for her, and she had unspoken difficulty with the why. He also goes on to say, I don't think Marcy and Velma had to act on their feelings during the main timeline, but post reset, they are a couple. You cannot like it, but this was our intention. He concluded referencing Marcy, aka Hot Dog Water, whose fans have often thought of as Velma's implied girlfriend. Then screenwriter James Gunn, who also wrote and directed Guardians of the Galaxy, confirmed that Velma was originally explicitly gay in the script for the 2001 Scooby-Doo live-action movie. As Pink News notes, there was even a kiss between Velma and Daphne shot in a body swap scene, but such moments appear to have been cut from the movie to make it a PG rating. Make it a PG rating after, according to Gunn. I like three. According to Gunn, like 3 parents were outraged at least at a test screening in Sacramento. As many fans have pointed out previously, there are certainly moments in the Scooby-Doo canon that don't seem the most heterosexual. And but going back to the classic, going back to the early stages of Scooby-Doo which brings up an interesting point. Were the old Scooby-Doo cartoons, like going back way before I was even born, were they also intended for Velma? Excuse me, for Velma to be a lesbian? It's hard to tell. It's really hard to tell because they never, I knew that there were something a little bit off, and one, and I've always thought about the characters even before I started doing cable access and doing this show, were the characteristics of all the characters. It's painfully obvious that Scooby and Shaggy are straight up stoners. They kind of joked about that in the live action Scooby-Doo movie, but it turns out that they were grilling instead of bacon, man. and of course Velma, I have always thought of her as being a lesbian anyways, which was kind of satirized in the Jay and Silent Bob movie. Oh yeah, classic. So yeah, so it basically, in Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, they kind of hinted about the satire, the satire of the Scooby-Doo gang, Mystery Inc. Having those characteristics, and Freddy was just like, Freddy. But with that ascot though, tells a different story. But and Daphne's just, maybe she's the one that's bi-curious. I don't know. But I don't care. That just makes my love for Velma that more hot. Really. Can you blame me? My banana grew even more. I'm a perv. So 2 days ago was National Nude Day. But to me, it's more like National Nude Day every day. fucking hot outside. I'm sleeping in the nude. So Burger King updated their Whopper as far as climate solution, and this one will make you hungry. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. But Burger King will begin selling. This was actually a few days ago. On the 14th. Today is the 16th. Yeah, a couple days ago. So Burger King will begin selling Whopper, and this is coming from Bloomberg Green. Burger King will begin selling Whoppers sourced from cows that belch out less methane as the fast food industry grapples with a questionable sustainability record. The chain, owned by Restaurant Brands International Incorporated, debuted a sandwich Tuesday made from cattle raised on a diet supplemented with lemongrass during the final months of their lives. The company said it's expected to cut greenhouse gas emissions from those animals by about a third while on a diet. The new menu offering comes as a growing number of major food brands reckon with their large role in contributing to global emissions. Meat producers and retailers have been under growing pressure from investors and consumers to cut the climate impact of their products. Fernando Machado, Burger King's global chief marketing officer, said in an interview, to make a real impact in the world, we need the whole industry to change. Just offering at Burger King is kind of like a drop in the ocean. Agriculture-related industries are second only to energy in terms of the greenhouse gas emissions, and raising animals accounts for about 14.5% of the global total. Cows emit methane that is about 30 times more powerful than carbon dioxide at warming the planet. So if you were to light a match in front of a cow field, in a cow field, you're fucked. Pretty much. The logistics of selling low methane beef at scale across a fast food empire are daunting. Meat suppliers and retailers will need to be ready to pay up more for that sort of beef. Any feed supplements or modified diets are likely to carry extra costs for cattle farmers who are already grappling with squeezed incomes, a problem compounded by the COVID-19. Machado didn't say how much the lower methane beef would cost at Burger King, which doesn't plan to charge more for the limited time product. The burger will be on menus at selected stores in Miami, New York, Austin, Portland, and Los Angeles. All the places that are affected with the COVID-19 while stocks last, the company said. And also partnering with suppliers in Latin America and Europe to expand on the effort. This isn't the first green taken by the company, which sells meatless burgers under a partnership with Impossible Foods Inc. Still, the restaurant does not disclose its target for cutting emissions, making the impact of its latest step difficult to gauge. Green product releases, meanwhile, can help companies dodge calls for transparency while giving them a sales and public relations boost. So yeah, that is pretty interesting. So don't say that my show is not educational. You cannot say that you don't learn something from Channel X, because every now and then you will learn something. You will. So yeah. um okay, let's talk some Dr. Disrespect news. Now, if you were able to read lips when I was able to post the episode of Channel X in mute form. Yeah. um so he got into doctor, this whole thing with Dr. Disrespect leaving to, getting kicked off from Twitter, from Twitch, I mean, um is really a, you know one of the most um talked about discussions on social media. Um, at the time, for about a few weeks now, um, he's been going off of Twitch. We don't know what, we don't know why. That is until um, this was published by PC Gamer, who interviewed um, the doc. Says in the interview, guy Guy Beam, who's that's Dr. Disrespect's real name, confirms that his time on Twitch is over and he is looking at other options. And it has been, and the doc the doc had an extremely popular streamer, who was he's a very popular streamer next to Ninja, um, who had over 4 million followers at the time of his ban, me included. Twitch historically never comments on actions it takes against its users, and except for a brief statement. The doc was also quiet about the situation, leading to intense speculation. And in he go so Dr. Disrespect said in the interview, for legal counsel, I have to be very careful. But I can say, however, that I will not be returning to Twitch, so I mean, that's it. Being Dr. Disrespect plans to continue streaming, though he remains undecided which platform he will migrate to. The doc says, let's just say the cards are on the table. More focus on just making sure whatever we do next, whether it's a platform move or not, that it's the right decision for the community and the Champions Club that follows me. So the doc also explained that he's not interested in signing any exclusively deals like multi-year contract he announced with Twitch back in March, but it was presumably canceled when Twitch dropped him. Though YouTube or Facebook seem like the probable choices, the doc said he's considering streaming independently on his own website, championsclub.gg, which currently is a little more than a merch store. During the interview, The doc also confirmed he is considered taking on legal action against Twitch over the ban, and has also pushed back against many of the rumors surrounding his ban, calling theories that it could be related to criminal offenses or inappropriate behavior crazy speculation. But the doc's statements only make the situation surrounding his ban stranger. Industry insider Rod Slasher Breeslaw appeared on a notable streamer and political commentator Hassan Piker's stream earlier this week to discuss his own ongoing investigation into the Disrespect's ban. During that stream, Breslauer reassured that the reason he has not come forward is because the circumstances that led to Beam's ban is so serious that it puts Breslauer at risk for a defamation lawsuit. So while Beam is beginning to return to the public eye, Breslauer believes there is more to this story as yet to be revealed. So yeah, nobody really knows why, but I do got to give credit for Dr. Disrespect for keeping silent. And I was watching Review Tech USA earlier, and I agree with Rich about just keeping silent and everything, and situations like this, if nobody's coming forward and not understand, not knowing why, a lot of people have been banned on Twitch, and some of them don't even know why. Like Silky Smooth, she got banned. She doesn't know why. She doesn't understand why she got banned the way that she did. They said she posted it. She on her Twitter. She said that she violated the terms, and she did nothing wrong. And I saw the clip that she was talking about in question. She did nothing wrong. Nothing. And then when there's body painters, even there's been a large number of body painters on Twitch that are getting the boot because of this. But body painting is body painting, and it's not it's nothing sexual or nothing like that. It's just art on your body. And Twitch is like, I don't know what Twitch is up, but I've had my fair share of problems with Twitch, and they've been they've been good for a while, but it's kind of my fault for not live streaming as much as I should on Twitch. I mean, that's my fault, but then again, sometimes I feel like I shouldn't because of all the past problems I've had with them, and I don't know why, and so, I mean, in a way, it's pretty good that I don't, that I keep where I am, and then, I'm pretty sure down the road I am going to produce, start posting more live streams, but until then, I'm just, doing what I do on here. I'm just, doing my thing and everything. If it gets on, it gets on, but yeah, this whole thing with Twitch and Dr. Disrespect, I mean, at least we have some assurance of what's going on, and if the doc has to take legal action, then I'm all for it, and it will expose whomever, and when the truth finally reveals, that is going to be my final decision of who I'm going to side with, whether it's going to be Twitch or Dr. Disrespect. But it's going to it's leaning towards Dr. Disrespect, because, you know, if they plan to bring up, if Twitch brings up, oh, he did this back then, he did that back then, yada yada yada. He opened up about an affair that he had, this and that, and I'm like, if that's the case, why would he get banned? Why all of a sudden there? But it does seem kind of fishy that after Mixer has been dropped by Microsoft, because Microsoft is going into another direction, and Mixer isn't doing well, whatever the case may be. Now they signed it, they merged with Facebook Gaming. I don't know. I mean, they merged with Facebook Gaming. It just seems kind of fishy that after Mixer gets shut down, Dr. Disrespect contract gets shut down. I don't know about you, but that seems kind of fishy to me. It really does. So, and if they're doing something that shady, and if Twitch is doing something that shady, I think after this is all over with, between Dr. Disrespect and Twitch, I think that a lot of people are going to be jumping ship from Twitch and going over to another platform, maybe on YouTube, maybe on Facebook. I don't know. But this is a really big deal. This is a really big deal. But again, I wish nothing but the best for Dr. Disrespect, because he is a damn good streamer, and I like what he puts up there. I like what he brings to the table, and his shows are entertaining. I like them. His personal life shouldn't have to interfere with, even though he brought up his personal life, which, to be fair about it, not really good thing. Not really a good thing. But, I guess, in a way, but at the same time, I agree with him, because, he doesn't want to bullshit his fans, which is something, I tend to break at time too, when I start talking personal about my health and everything like that, and open up about, how I'm feeling and everything like that. So, in a way, I shouldn't be a hypocrite and everything, but sometimes I feel like I have to, and, it's nothing malicious. I mean, thank God, by all means, nothing malicious at all. But, like I said, I like Dr. Disrespect. I like what he does, with his streaming, and I wish him nothing but the best. I really do. And, in the end, the truth, like I said, I'm maybe not on here, but everywhere else, the truth is finally going to come out. And when it finally comes out, shit's going to hit the fan. And, I've said that many times about other topics. And believe me, cancel culture this year has been at an all-time high. It really has. And, It's a tough one out there. It really is. And you know, I've had my share of cancellations. Not on here. Thank God, and not even on Twitch. But um, when back when I was on cable access, I did some stuff that some of them, some you know some of them was probably some stuff I should not have done. But there was one time where I sniffed a bottle of nail glue, which which was only which was only like this, like that, just smelling it. I wasn't fucking high, as the Greater Waterbury Cable Council suggest said that like said that I was, when I have tape footage of that. I have video proof of that. Yes. And nobody was at fault, you know and Barb you know is can confirm it here, because she was there when it happened. you know I don't mean to put you on the spot like that, Barb, but I know you will back me up on this, because you still feel guilty about giving me that that bottle of nail glue. But and I'm assuring you, even live now, that you did nothing wrong. It's like, and I was like, hey, let me let me smell this. I know I'm fine. You know that. You forgot the wink. And it's like, here, let me smell this. And I was like that. And it was like, I didn't shove it up my nostril with one finger going, and going, and just destroying, just going on a rampage during a live broadcast, because that would have been, I would have been fired for if I did something like that. But the Greater Waterbury Cable Council didn't even want to discuss to me about, didn't want to talk to me. They said, oh, he's a waste of time. He's a waste of time. And to this day, I still have a grudge with them. I fucking can't stand them. And, and I assured to my boss that he saw the tape too, and he wanted my side of the story, which he got, and I was truth about it. Yeah, but and you should never think that, because it was never, I've always assured you, Barb, that it was never your fault. Never. You never did nothing wrong when it came to that. It's like, it's something, oh, let me smell this. Let me see how, let me smell, I didn't know what it smelled like. So, never, you should never feel guilty about that. I'm being dead serious about this. That, you did nothing wrong. You did absolutely nothing wrong. You didn't, you know, you didn't threaten to do that and say, "Here, do this, get high, or I'm just going to sabotage your show." You never did. You didn't do nothing like that. No, what you did, you just say. I was like, "Hey, Barb, let me smell." It's like, "What you got there?" I was distracted what you were doing. I was like, "Let me smell that." I was like, "What does it smell like?" Here, give me. you know, that sort of thing. Yeah. Yeah, I know. But all is well. All is good. All is good. And I even assured her that that it wasn't your fault. So you're fine. You are. So you see, this is the stuff that that I had to go through during my time at cable access. That a lot of that a lot of politics was going on at that time. that a lot of politics was going on at that time, and there was a company that was a Diet Coke of the FCC, which they're the laughing stock of the FCC. That these guys were watching me week after week to make sure that I was behaving like a good little boy, and they see that thing, and they were just like they took it out of context. They took everything out of context, and they thought that I was high. When looking back at that video, you know, and I went off on them when I returned, and I told them, I told the GWCC that it was, you know, alive on the air, that what you did to me was the most bogus thing that you could ever, you know, was the most heinous insult that you can ever do to me. And I told the GWCC where to go, and I told them go straight to hell. If I was allowed to swear, I would have told them to go fuck themselves, but since I couldn't be able to swear, I told them to go to hell. But you know, I've had my fair share, you know, of controversies. It's like people would get offended when I talked when I scared off an animal rights activist who's old enough to be a my own mother, who was old enough to be my mother at the time. She goes and said, free the lobsters, and I took out a steamed lobster. I said, okay, let's start with this one. And she was mortified. She went up, she was like, oh my God. And she was like, she left the store in tears because of what I did. And I told that live on the air that same night, and people took offense to that. I was like, I did that. It was a true story that turned out to be a comical thing, to be a funny thing. And I'm sorry. You're not gonna, you know, lobsters don't really give a shit. You just put them in you boil them or you steam them. And they're good with butter. Just don't eat the green stuffing that's inside their bodies. But I used to offend the Catholic Church for the stuff I say about them, and I still say about the Catholic Church to this day because of what they do. They're fucking hypocrites. I told about this. I read this this one news article which started the whole thing, and there was some church in Connecticut that was going to be setting up a recreation center, you know, where kids can come in, learn about the Bible, you know, all good stuff, you know, like Bible friendly games and some books to read, you know, a place to do your homework. There'll be snacks. For the younger kids, there would, you know, for the younger kids, there would be like a magic show and a puppet show. You know, all these good things, and you know, all these good things. And I said, wow, what a great way to lure in little boys, huh? And I said that comment. There was two phones. There was two phone lines. One to go live on the air, and another one to go from the that was ringing in the back room, in case they want to know what time shows go on, or if they can't make it to the studio, that sort of thing. That phone in the back rang. Off the hook. throughout the whole damn show. And if you can hear really carefully, you could probably hear it in some of the shows. So, but again, Barb, everything's cool. Everything's fine. You know, everything's fine. All is forgiven. You didn't. I'm just assuring you, you did nothing wrong. Okay, so that's what I'm trying to say, folks. See. So yeah. So if I know everything a lot about cancel culture. So before cancel culture was ever a thing, because I'm living proof that I was canceled twice on cable access. One time was my fault. One time was my fault. So yeah. All right. So we're gonna have some fun. We're gonna have some fun before we call it a night. You were not stupid. Jesus Christ. You were not stupid, and you're never stupid. Jeez Louise. So yeah. Don't worry about what the hell was that? Don't even tell me. Hold on. I think my microphone went off again. Hold on. I gotta see. Am I on? Am I on? Okay. Okay, so. Alright. I'm on. Okay. I had to make sure. I had to make sure because I had a notification pop up, so I wanted to make sure that nothing happened. Okay, so apparently FaceApp is one of the things that I like to do. One of the things I like to do on my spare time. And hope I spelled his name right. Yep. Okay. So for this everybody knows who I do the FaceApp for. The celebrities that the people who I hate. I don't FaceApp people that I love, except for that one time with Jerry Rice bobblehead, and he tore me a new asshole on that one, to which he forgave me for. So, ladies and gentlemen, without further dudes, I bring to you the top five people who I hate getting FaceApped. Starting with number 5. Is Donald Trump's son, Donald Trump Jr. Let's see what he looks like as an old man. Oh, damn it. God damn it. There we go. That's cool, old. And here's old, old. But let's go even further than that. Let's see what Donald Trump Jr. looks as a woman. I am evil. Here's another one. Here's a better one. Let's see. There we go. Donald Trump Jr. So yeah, that's number 5. We're gonna go back to an oldie but goodie. He's moved up to number 4. He's moved down to number 4. I still hate him, but here's a newer picture of Alex Jones, and here's what he would look like even older. Here's a better one. That's number 4. Let's see what he looks like as a woman. Alice Jones. Or Alexia Jones. Alexa Jones. Alexa. Hello.
Hello.
Gotta give her a shout out every now and then. So yeah, that's number 4, Alex Jones. Okay, number 3. Scott Baio. Okay, this is what he looks like now. This is what Scott Baio looks like now. Let's see what he looks like as an old man. Baio. Baio. You are old and you're fucking scum. Alright, let's see what he looks like as a woman. Because sometimes he likes to get his panties in a bunch. He's got a lot of sand up his vagina. So there we go. Scott Baio as a woman. Okay. Number 2. Número 2. Shane Dawson. That's right, I hate him too. We'll do the old one first. Shane Dawson. Shane Dawson. Here's how he looks as cool old. Looks like Michael McDonald. Well, let's see what he would look like as a woman. Shauna Johnson. Shauna Dawson. So that's number 2. And now the number 1 celebrity who I hate. Who's getting the face app treatment. Chuck Woolery. That's to you, Chuck. So let's see what Chuck Woolery looks like as an old man. There he goes, an old man. Chuck Woolery. Old man Chuck. Chucky. How about cool old Chuck Woolery? Let's see what it looks like as a cool old guy. Cool old guy. Chuck Woolery. Hey, how about this? One more for the road. What it looks like as a female. Oh my god. Not much different. It looks like a bitch. So that was your top 5. Top 5. Top 5. Pissing off celebrities who I hate live. Doing the top 5. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So nice I had to say it twice. Well, with that being said, that's pretty much all the time I have for today. Be sure to follow me on Twitter at TomDog247. And if you missed any of tonight's episode, it will be up as soon as possible. Sometime tomorrow. Unfortunately. Thanks, YouTube. If you like what you saw and you're new to this channel, thumbs up the video if you like it. Comment down below. See what's a good topic. Shit, what would be a good topic for this, for the comment section? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. You know what? Comment down below your favorite movie. Your favorite movie of all time. There you go. I ran out of something. So yeah. Comment down below what's your favorite movie. And like I said, if you're new to the channel, ringy-dingy that bell so you can stay notified of what I'm going to be doing next. And like I said, if you're new to the family, and you want to be a part of the Brill Pro family, like, comment, ringy-dingy that bell. But more importantly, more than anything in the world, it will make you a bona fide family member of the Brill Pro family. And it's only one thing that you got to do. If you don't want to hit the like button, you don't want to comment, you don't want to ringy-dingy that bell. But there is one thing that it would be really cool for you to do. And that is face hug that subscribe button. We will see you all again here next time. Same Tom Dog time. Same Tom Dog channel. Until then, shout out again to Barb and to JP. Guys were awesome tonight. Thank you for stopping by. Big shout out to you guys as well for joining in on the tomfoolery. Hashtag tomfoolery. Hashtag tomfoolery. There we go. That's a good one. Alrighty. Gotcha, keeper. Till next time, this is Tom Dog saying take care. So long. Peace. Oh, there it is. Had to turn it off. Have a good one, guys. Love you all.